But there came only one man amongst many that said, I am ready, send me. I am ready, send me. This is what has happened in our own time.
What is going on in the studio? Is it going? It's not working. I can't hear anything. What's going on?
So this one I have on is a 16 inches. It's a 16 inch.
Sonny, no voice, so no voice. Information Minister, check the studio. No voice. I'm not hearing you. You know your epileptic network. Hey, Tone, you know, don't they? You know, just chop money for that our job. You know, no call me, no good. Oh, now what for you?
No job.
No job.
I thought you working.
I'm doing this caregiving shit. It's not what I want. You know, we need some good job. This our EPIK is a good job, but these people they keep canceling project after 1 week or so. It's demoralizing, right?
Oh no, that's crazy.
Yeah, which agency are you with right now?
I was with Elite for a while, but then I left, and now going back to see Metasource.
Medisource, do they have project right now? I don't know. No, Optimum. After I did 1 month with them, I slept off in the night, and they blocked me. They supervised. You know this kind of bullshit.
I know you're the night shift, right?
Yeah. I know you don't like night shift. Many people are running away from night shift, but it is what it is.
Yeah, it is. But I can't do night shift. Ooh.
I know.
I go sleep too.
But the pay is not bad. $40, $45 an hour is not bad. That's why sometimes if nobody wanna go, I say, okay, let me go do it.
How much they pay?
Before when I did it, it was like $40 an hour.
Oh, okay.
And you know, when you run a 12-hour shift and sometimes 7 days in a week, it's a lot of money. Even if you work only 3 months, you don't work other day, other time, you already made some big dough, right?
Yeah, you make some money.
Yeah. And I'm gonna check other agencies. I'm gonna call you right back. Hold on 1 second. Hold on, just give me 1 second. What is going on with Sonny Bikono? Oh, what is this? Are they speaking? What is going on over there? No noise, no volume. Are you guys hearing, or is my fault from my end? Is it my fault from my own end? Is
On
anyone?
your ground. Use your platforms for things that are useful to the Biafran people, but don't use it against your own liberation, because it will hurt you back tomorrow. Yes. We want everyone to understand
If
that we
you
have a
guys are
common
hearing information minister now, give me a thumb up, please. I think 23 people are watching. If you are listening, please give me a thumb up.
Yeah, they say they can hear me. Only you can't hear me. So refresh your phone or your system.
Okay.
Just go out and come in again. Refresh.
I
Thank you.
think it's coming out. I'm hearing you right now. I'm asking, just mute me from that side. I'm asking people on the watching.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
Sorry about that.
We have to do more than we have done before. And the Biafra Defense Forces are not carried away with blackmail, slander, and propaganda. This is the kind of mindset I want everyone to have. Now, we see that they say a new terrorist group, Mahmouda, resumes attack in Kwara community. Are we getting the message? A new terrorist group assumes attack. A new terrorist group, or they did not say the old one of Lukwawa or Lukwama. This one, they say a new terrorist group, Mahmouda, attacks Kwara community. So, if the last time we heard was Lukwama terrorist group that just emerged newly, and then in Benue State, we hear that those that are in charge are still the terrorists, and then in Borno, we hear that Tunji Bello is the one in charge who gave order to the owners of the land to vacate their land, where over 5,000 or 5 million people were on the run out of their communities. So the thing here is instructions or orders are dished out by the terrorists. And then the indigenous people now start running away because the government of the day have disabled the people to self-defense themselves. They collect you all the weapons that you're supposed to use. You go to buy weapons to defend yourself, they can't. You call them to come and defend you, no, they don't want to. Remember quite well that Governor Autumn of Benue State had launched a security outfit and then trained many of the citizens of Benue. At the end of the day, he sorted for license from Nigerian terrorist government so that this security outfit can use arms to face the terrorists head on. They refuse them. Why? Because they know you are going to kill all the terrorists. And this goes in line to when Sheikh Gumi said, do not vote a politician into power that will come to kill all the terrorists and bandits. Because the terrorists and bandits, the Fulanis, they are foot soldiers. They are here to conquer Nigeria. They are here to turn it to their own land. They are here to make it their own. They are here to take over. So there is a very dangerous and destructive thing that is coming here now, which some people don't understand. Today, you will hear that terrorist Tunji Bello has taken over 15 local governments in Plateau. Tomorrow, you hear another one has taken over some local governments in Borno. Tomorrow, you hear another one has taken over some local governments in Benue. This one that is shocking here is 20 out of 23 local governments have been taken over in Benue. Then here you're hearing another one in Kwara community. It's a new terrorist group. Oh, new. not the old one. New terrorist groups, and they call it Mahmuda attacks Kwara community. So, in every place you will hear new names of the terrorists, and they are all fighting for one cause, and that cause is jihad. At the end of the day, when they have all these splinter groups all over like this, and then they all go about different states, different mandates, different local governments, taking down and taking control, taking down and taking control, taking down and taking control, taking down and taking control. By the time they will give a national takeover, they must have taken charge of like over 10 states already. So when they now start bombing, they will bomb it in a synchronized way. The order will come from the central point. They will carry out this attack in a synchronized way, simultaneously. It's just like what happened when Iransi used his stupidity to try to do the reunification of Nigeria. If you heard of how the Biafran extract that were in the federal military government of Nigeria were lined up in all the barracks and then eliminated at the same time at their parade ground on the same day, you will marvel. Instructions were given since they have now stationed themselves in the commanding unit of all the barracks and they are the superiors. So it was a coordinated elimination, execution. They now come to the parade ground, muster everybody, you go. Because you hear muster now. And if you had happened to be in charge of the armory, the provost say you have to come and submit the key to the armory. It's instruction from the commandant. You go, you submit. Everybody must muster, even those in the canteen. You must vacate the canteen, muster. Those in the cleaning service, vacate everywhere and muster. Even those that were keeping watch, vacate everywhere and muster at the parade ground. You go and muster. And then a roll call or accountability call will be done. They bring out a note, and then they will now call out specifically the Biafran military personnel. Then all of you now will be made to form a separate division. First of all, you file out from every division that you were standing. Then you now come and form a separate division now. Then they line you up and march you to one particular area. The instruction is fire. The same way you hear the fire here in this barrack and they line them up and fire is the same way they do in another barrack, in all the barracks in Moto. It's an order that was given. This is how this elimination were done all over. So this is something that is going to happen again. When you listen to General Colonel Obosi said, while we defended or why we declared Biafra or why we staged the coup, he explained to us all the things that necessitated all these things and what led to what and what later happened. So the question now to people is, are you understanding the game that is happening? Because it is a repetition of what has happened before, which the coup of January 15, 1966 had to come up. Are you understanding what is happening now and what is going to happen again? Or you're not getting the point? If Borno State Governor said before that how many local governments have been taken over, or how many communities, whether 64 communities have been taken over in Borno State, and then you now hear Benue State now telling you 20 local governments have been taken over out of 23. What are you understanding? Then when you go to Plateau, you hear that many local governments are also taken over by the same terrorists. When you now go to Kano, you hear the same thing. You go to Kaduna, you hear the same thing. What are you understanding from what is coming? You see, understanding all this, even with the lack of database in Nigerian contraption, will help you to know the importance of this Biafra that we are talking about and why there is Biafra Defense Forces in the homeland. Because those 150 massacred, those 50, those 200, those 300, this would have been Biafrans in Biafra land. And our own case would have been very, very bad. Because we have elders in our own time who cannot stand their ground and then speak truth to power. We have elders in our own time who have become slaves to Fulani terrorists. It is shocking. And many of us now want to only base their minds on power, but not on the safety of the indigenous persons in Biafra land. We must appreciate the Biafra Defense Forces. We must do more to support them. We must push out all the achievement that they have been doing and what they have done that is shaking the foundation of Nigeria. Let me explain to everyone that without Biafra Defense Forces, the Biafrans in the homeland, standing their ground and speaking in one voice against the Nigerian terrorists, that you see one Nigeria making noise everywhere against Biafra people, that you see the European Union bowing down to one Nigeria and to UK government to use Finland now to talk about Biafra by detaining our prime minister, without the effort of the Biafrans in the homeland, sacrificing their lives to the defense of Biafra land, nobody would have taken us serious. I'm asking everyone, have you seen European Commission? Have you seen the UK government? Have you seen Nigerian government bothered about the Benue State where I said over 20 local governments are under the control of Fulani terrorists? No. Have you seen them bothered about the Borno State where over 64 local communities are under the control of Fulani terrorists? No. How about Plateau? How many numbers of people have been massacred in Plateau by the Fulani terrorists? Do you see Nigerian government do anything about it? No. They don't do anything about it. You know why? Because the people in those communities have not taken a stand to destroy those that are working against their survival. So Nigerian terrorist government are turning their weapons against the Biafran people because they have resisted what? The terrorist attacks on their existence. If we were remaining unprovoked, like the people in Borno, Benue, Plateau, Kano, Kaduna, Gombe, and just lamenting Niger, the massacre of the Biafran people would have multiplied at what we see today. And nobody will still take us serious. Nobody will come to our aid. UK government and the European Commission will not detain our Prime Minister if the Biafran people did not take a stand to say enough is enough. So these are the things people should go and ask themselves. Why is European Union, UK government, Nigerian government, Finland government not concerned about the thousands of people massacred in Benue? Why are they not concerned about the thousands of people massacred in Borno? Why are they not concerned about the thousands of people massacred in Katsina? Why are they not concerned about the thousands of people massacred in Plateau? and those also massacred in Kano and Kaduna, Gombe, and Niger. Why are they not concerned? Is it that the lives of those people there do not matter? Aha. Why is it only the Biafran people that take a stand and say, we self-determined to defend ourselves. We cannot allow what is happening in other parts of the country to take us by surprise, and then we keep on shouting and shouting and asking for help. No, we have a solution to our problem and we can help ourselves. Why is it that that is not a concern? Why is it that that is not a concern to the people? The people of Nigeria, why is it that the massacre of all these people, the dead bodies of babies, women, and children in Borno Plateau, those numbers that happens there on daily basis, is not happening in Biafra land because of the existence of Biafra Defense Forces? So why are they not worried about those numbers of babies, women, and children butchered in broad daylight by the Fulani terrorists? They are now concerned about the Biafran people that are resisting the oppression, resisting the terrorists, resisting the massacre, stopping them from coming to take over our own land. So that means the Nigerian government, the UK government, the European Commission, Finland, they are okay and comfortable with any massacre that Fulani terrorists carries out in your lands and community. It is to their own good. They will feed fat on your daily massacre. It doesn't concern them. But when you now, who is standing up to say, no, what is happening in Benue cannot come and happen in my own land. I am standing up anticipating self-defense before it will now come to my own side. I have to do what? Form a defensive mechanism. Form a brick wall that will repel the terrorists that are trying to come in. So you now that wants to defend your people, that is where the problem is. You hear 150 massacred in Plateau, and the newspaper will carry it. And Nigerian government will not even come and comment anything on it. But you don't see where in Biafra land where they say 150 massacre. Because the existence of Biafra Defense Forces do not allow that 150 to happen in Biafra land. Then now, the government of Nigeria, the UK government, the European Commission and Union, Finland, they are angry that we do not allow the Fulani terrorists to enter our lands and massacre 150 on a daily basis. So they want the numbers of massacre that is happening in the far north to triple in Biafra land. So we should allow them. Oh, okay. We understand the game now. But we have something shocking to them. Detaining our leaders will not stop the Biafran people from defending their land and will not deter any of us from exercising self-defense because it is the survival of our women and children. We will continue to fight and defend ourselves. We will continue to fund ourselves to see that you don't come and kill us all. Yes, you don't come and wipe us off. Because if you come and wipe us off, then we come back lamenting. Can a dead man lament? Can a dead man who is already dismembered on the floor by Fulani terrorists with your head, dismembered, your leg, your hands, everything on your body, can that person come to lament? You can lament. By the time the life is taken out of you, you're gone. And then they will come and carry your dead bodies back inside rag, and then they will start saying, oh, God gave, God take it, oh, this has happened, this has... No. We don't believe and allow such idiosyncrasy to overwhelm our brains. No. God did not give us a spirit of fear, but He gave us a spirit of boldness and of sound mind to be able to face the enemies that will come. It's only a coward who just want to be a coward that will decide to be a coward. The Biafran people are different and they can never be such. They are warriors. That is why any Biafran that you shoot to kill because of being a Biafran, that is his or our own sacrifice for being a Biafran. And what they long to see is that this Biafra they have died for, we must get it. We must restore full sovereignty. We must not allow their death to go in vain. We must make sure the terrorists that have caused us these pains do not live to see the light of day. We will not achieve all this with saliva and mere talks. We have to transform it into a Jema. And that is why every Biafran is saddled with the responsibility of supporting the Biafran government. Support this Biafran government. Support the Biafrans in the homeland, the defense department, the factor in the homeland to see that Biafra land is fully defended and taken care of against the terrorists. Yes, because when they wipe out every Biafran, we go nowhere. So we must resist and continue to resist so that the enemies of Biafra will go back in shame. I salute all Biafrans and I thank you all for all you're doing. Please, the mic is open for those that want to contribute so that we don't stay extra long. I must appreciate the media team because the excellent jobs that you guys are doing, you are all excellencies of the media because you do great jobs. You do remarkable jobs. So your excellent jobs is showing your great impact in this Biafra mandate is speaking volume. I salute all of you and I ask the God of Biafra to give you more knowledge, wisdom, and understanding to be able to do more. Many of you do not just speak in the media, but you contribute immensely in many other ways, and above all, financially. You do exploit. I appreciate all of you. It's not been easy since 2021 when our Supreme Leader was kidnapped. Then we started patching the house to see that we come this far. And even with the blah blah of Honorable Fulani after the convention, where they told many of us that Sonny is a traitor, a criminal, is the one that collected money from Nigeria to hand PM to Finland. I just revisited a video where they made today, and the other one was quoting $5 million. The other one quoted $150 million. They said these are the money we collected and we use it to put Prime Minister behind bars. But with all these blackmails and slander and propaganda, you all had your trust in us. So I wish to say a very big thank you to all Biafrans who have stood by us, supported this very government, supported the Biafra Defense Forces in the homeland, taken all the bullets, and sacrificed all their energy and strength and resources, given all that you have had. The humiliation, the slander of your names, the insults you get. To some of you, it has not been easy. But to me, I'm used to it. Because the day I put my leg in it, I understood that I am dealing with black people. Just like Oyendo said, it is very hard to change the minds of black people and to preach to them to understand. They will even start hating you and then loving the white man. You are preaching to liberate them from slavery. But they will tell you that they are comfortable in the slavery. Allow them to enjoy the slavery first. So it's not been easy, but you guys have stood your ground to this day. And a very big thank you to the Biafra Defense Forces, who did not disappoint the Biafran people. Yes, the tough times, you stood your ground, you did not lay down your arms, you did not run away, you did not go and take amnesty from one Nigerian terrorist government. The tough times where they had tried so hard to destroy you all and to destroy the finance that supported you all in what you're doing. But with the little that you guys had, you guys still continue to sustain and stand and protect the Biafran people. Today, we are just picking up from the debris. Yes, and this is not time to try to destroy what we have been able to revive. This is time to say thank you to everybody. Yes, those that did well, those that have walked this path this far, those that have sacrificed so much, those that have done a lot of sacrifices. Appreciate all of you. Those of you that have sacrificed monetarily in ways and manners that others may not understand. Those of you that even borrowed the government money in different ways to offset many bills that would have taken us 100 times backward. There are many things many of you do behind the scene that you don't come to tell the world. And sometimes it hurts that some of you that sacrifice a lot are even being attacked than those that don't even sacrifice much. And those that don't sacrifice much are the ones attacking you. It's not been easy. We appreciate everybody, starting from our APM, the Biafra Defense Forces, all the ministers of BRGIE, and every Biafran making donations. The number of those that stood the ground were few, but we had many of you that did not back down to make sure you stand your ground for us to come this far. Yes, it's not been easy. It's not been easy. And we appreciate all of you. Yes, we appreciate all of you because you have sacrificed a lot. Yes. APM, God will bless you and every Biafran that have done their job judiciously. Biafra Defense Forces, I don't know how to thank all of you because the battle you guys are going through, what is happening in Ukraine and Russia is nothing compared to what people are going through. Ukraine and Russia are sovereign countries. But you guys, we've not gotten sovereignty yet. But the God of Biafra has used you guys to protect the Biafra that we declared to this very day in a miraculous way. And people don't understand. Yes, people don't understand. People don't. That's why at times I weep when I see people castigating the Biafra Defense Forces. Because you don't know what they are going through. When a general is telling you, I have lost my entire family because of this Biafra, I am not ready to back down. I'd rather lose my life than to yield. Igwe Butuso said it. General Jenso said it. Many of them have said it. And many of them are not even telling you what they have sacrificed for this Biafra. So those that do not understand their importance, please go back and ask questions. If these Biafra Defense Forces were not important and they were not shaking Nigeria, Nigerian government would not ask for the head of our prime minister. If the Biafrans in the homeland were not shaking Nigeria with the defense forces, European Union will not bow to pressure from UK that they compel Finland to detain our Prime Minister. If we did not touch the lion's tail at the point that hurt the lion so much in one Nigeria, our case wouldn't be on the European Commission table. This is the only time since after 1970s genocidal war that the Biafran people have done something that sparks global discussions. This has been the only time. Many of you here are first-hand witnesses to the genocidal war of 67 to 70s. You can attest to this. When Wazirike started, they betrayed him, hands down. They betrayed him from the first man to the last. They took the last man to him inside detention to show him. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu continued. They still betrayed him. Imagine that people that worked with him knew when he was kidnapped in Kenya, and then they kept the news just to watch and see whether his dead body will be deposited in the trash bin so that we will just go and pick the debris as announcement and go and bury. So that will be the end of Biafra. Then God gave us our Prime Minister. And in his own time, he organized this in a systemic way. So that if you say you're not feeling the heat of the Biafra from Abuja, you will feel it in Lagos. If you're not feeling it in Gabon, you will feel it in Namibia. If you're not feeling it in America, you will feel it in Europe. If you're not feeling it in Europe, you will feel it in UK. Now you have Biafra license all over the world. Everywhere Biafrans are, the government of Biafra is speaking. So before you say you want to kill Biafrans now, you must be ready to create a very big prison that you will now pack all the Biafrans in America, all the Biafrans in Europe, all the Biafrans in Asia, all the Biafrans in UK, all the Biafrans in Africa, and pack them and put them inside there. Our Prime Minister devised an antidote that is good to destroy one Nigeria. Nobody found it, though. He's the only one that found it, and that is what has been able to stand to come that makes the noise that everybody now listens to hear. So, I want everybody to understand how far we have come. Because without these Biafra Defense Forces, nobody would take you serious. A country is nothing without an army. And without your show of force, they will override you and take you all over within a twinkle of an eye. The Biafra Defense Forces have been able to register the voices of Biafrans all over the globe. It is not protests along the streets that would have done this miracle. No. Protests along the street wouldn't have done this miracle. No. Mere petitions to the government of the world wouldn't have done this miracle. No. Lobbying the United Nations or ICC wouldn't have done this miracle. But haven't you asked our eternal, our supreme leader, how many lobbying, how many petitions he has written to ICC and to the UN and even to those in America? He was getting angry when he visited America and was asking them, he said, why can't you organize yourself, get a lobbyist? Must I now come to America to come and be the one to organize things for you? Am I the one to now leave where I am and then come to America to come and start getting the way forward for what to do. So this is for you to understand that our supreme leader had made every effort to see that we get to where we should. But there were some internal forces that drew him back. Yes. But in this time, we're able to break those internal forces. And every other tongue that want to arise again to become another working tongue that will come to destroy, we will still make sure we destroy them. Because you see this Biafra, it has come to stay. For us to have come this far, crack the nut, make the entire world to hear and understand our yearnings and cries, it is no going back. It is no going back. So, I appreciate all Biafrans for all you've been doing and standing your ground with BRGIE to this very day. I appreciate all of you, and please do not deviate. You have fought a good fight since after the convention. Coming down here, many of you have been called all sort of names. I know how many of you that they have abused and called many names. Take it easy. Because it's time for you to enjoy what you worked for. So do not allow them to hunger you the more now. Rather, it's time to be laughing at them, while the result of what you have worked for will be paying up. So the importance of our Biafra Defense Forces, we, the people, feel it and we know. For those that do not agree that they are seeing the importance of Biafra Defense Forces, they will continue to be blind because they are blind Batimos. They have been blind. That is why the enemies of Biafra have been using them against the Biafran mandate. I salute all Biafrans. The mic is open to those of us that are on the microphone. Please, if you want to speak, come over to the mic and give your submission. Professor Mazake, over to you. Bila, you say Professor Mazake, don't sleep. Adams Isong, are you there? Am I being heard? Please. I need a thumbs up to know if you guys can hear me. Am I coming out? Okay. Mimi's Venture, over to you.
Yeah. Good evening, everyone. Good evening, BIAFRANS, and good evening, our information minister. We thank God for today. Another raining day here in the homeland. It was raining heavily now, as I'm speaking to you, and I thank God for everything that the government have been doing. I think I reiterate this in the afternoon during the spaces that was held in the afternoon, that this is the time for we Biafran in the homeland to start doing something crazy that will even attract more recognition to us. This is the time that we start doing something unimaginable, that we start attracting the whole world that does not want to speak about us to start talking, because we cannot fold our hand and wait for all these big nations, US, Russia, or limit all this country to come and be talking for us or fight for us. We have to start from the homeland, and we have to rally around our defense forces. They are very, very important in this struggle. You know, I said something in the afternoon that the way our people, the betrayers, the saboteurs do run and give information to these terrorists that always come and kill them. Why can't we rally around our own defense forces, give them information where these evil people are, where these terrorists are, people that comes to kill are. Let them go after them. Since we know we cannot do it, but let us give them the information, help them, assist them. Instead of you going to carry the information and be giving all these evil people. At least it's our job. It's a thing that we should do. We should start stoning them out of our land. Anywhere you see anything, because now you hold Biafran flag, you hold anything that resembles Biafran in any part of this country, apart from yes, even in Biafra territory, they will arrest you. They will beat you, they will jail you. Why can't we start replicating that gesture to them? Anywhere we see any sign of Nigerian, let's start stoning them out. Stone them. Not that when they come, we all run to the bush. When they come, we all run and look for somewhere to hide. Let's start doing something from the homeland. Let our administrator, the 40 state of administrator, let them start coming together, be having meeting, be having a one voice to talk to the people. Let's unite together to deal with these people, to stone them out of our land, because we cannot continue to fold our hands and say let our defense forces come and do the whole thing for us, or let all these other nations come in and come and do the whole thing. No, 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 no. They will not come. We will start the fight from the homeland. We will start fighting it. A lot of things is going on here. Most of our people say they are not even concerned. They even don't want this nation to come because of what this terrorist country is doing to them. They are leaving their own territory, going to another man's land territory to go and invest there. We can see that there is a channel now from Lagos to Calabar. All of them now is shouting at 4 hours drive from Lagos to Calabar. You can now go and do business in Lagos and go back to Calabar that same day. They are now opening another channel from Lagos to Delta State. Imagine that kind of a thing. The Lagos State, the so-called Lagos State, has been bought over by Biafrans and the Chinese. Most part of Lagos State have been bought over by them. How will you go and preach to these people to support what is going on, to support the breakup? They will tell you, no, 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 that we are okay. We are okay. Nobody should talk that. Nobody should bring that. But this is when we need to speak with one voice. All this one that this terrorist government is doing to our people is just a distraction, to distract them, to sink their belief that one Nigeria will work, but not knowing that they are doing all these things to destroy them. If you like, buy the whole Lagos. When they come, when their devil come enter them, they will destroy everything. So this is the time we need to unify ourselves, support our defense forces, come close to them, give them the necessary information that they will work with, that will help us, that will help them. We need that to rally around them, to really support because that is the only defense forces that we need. We have, that is the only defense forces that will really help us out of this quagmire. We need to support them. We need to fund them. We need to give them the necessary thing that they need, the instruments, the equipment they need to fight the fight, to do the job, and the necessary information that we need to give them from the homeland. We need all those things to support our defense forces. So it's very necessary for us to continue to support, to promote our government, to support our government in every way. We should not look down our government, even for those in the homeland too, the de facto government in the homeland, all our administrators. Despite I know that there's a security, there's a limit to what they can do, but at least they should try as much as possible to come together and have meeting upon meeting within themselves. Even going to the counties too, because we need all these things. Since we don't have radio, at least we don't have radio that cover the whole 40 states of Biafra, at least they can do the work of the radio to start unifying from each county, because we need all these things. That is when the saboteur will be stoned out of this our homeland. We will continue to have a way of stoning them out. Anyone that carry the flag, anyone that carry anything that represents Nigeria should be stoned out. We need we need all these things. We need it. We cannot just phone our hand and be talking and be talking and be talking. Talk after talk, nothing is done. At least we need to start acting right now. At least I will stop here for now.
Yeah, thank you, Machinaka. Professor Mazdake, are you there? Professor Mazdake, are you there? Adams Isong, are you there? Adams Isong, are you there? Obi Chicago, are you there? All right, you have the mic. Give your summation.
Hello, Sonny.
Yes, yes, yes. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Hello, Sonny. I
Go
greet
ahead.
everyone.
Go ahead.
I,
Is my voice coming
yeah,
out?
yes, I'm hearing you.
Okay, go ahead. Thank you.
I greet,
Obi,
I
thank you.
greet everyone, and I say God richly bless every BRGIE members for your sacrifices. It's only God that will reward you all. Has spoken and has spoken very, very well. The other brother that said, they should defend in the homeland and use stones. That is a very wrong strategy. Leave the defense to BLA. Leave them to do the defense for the people, because you, the mad dog that is blowing whistle for people to gather. Whistle, I don't know where which witchcraft she saw that from, because it's not something normal humanly that you see a war, somebody with AK-47 and assault rifle coming to you and you are blowing whistle. That means you are in yourself the more. Every of her activity have clearly shown that she succeeded in leading the stubborn ones into the grave, because the warning, the BRGIE members, cabinet members sounded the warning to everyone, and so many refused to adhere or listen or take correction, because you are seeing every step she's taking, and every step that she took was against dismantling a structure that had been set, tested, and proven to be working. And all she did was come around with her evil forces because of, like she rightly quoted in one of her videos, that Nkirinegba state, now she the Gba federal. That shows a kind of pride, in our action and speech, because when you are proving that one is operating at a lower level than the level you are operating, who tells you that? Which research gave you such information? you know because those governors who are thieves and armed robbers, stealing people's money, and are ready to spend, to give to whoever that is ready to kill and to maim because of power. And that is why she was just prouding herself as operating at the federal level. What has the federal level helped her family? How has the federal level that she's operating on helped them? Even herself, how has she helped her, apart from the stolen money that she has? you know this really shows that she lacks character. In fact, somebody who I don't even know if she's qualified, because like her profile, as a medical doctor, and you don't expect somebody at that level to operate at her level of thinking and operation, and the kind of people that she was able to sway to follow her, marvels one. And our people are just like that. The stubborn fly follows the corpse into the grave. The BLA will continue to do. It's raining heavily right now where I am, and most of the states now is flooded. You find out that these guys who have given up their luxury, given up, you know, um, good life for them to be in the trenches and the bushes. You know, in the cold, they are there struggling to see that you are free. I wonder, why is it that human beings love witchcraft, love dirty, love bad things than goodness? Because if you really love goodness and you love good things, you value human lives, you know that nobody needs to tell you, you know, what to do. Look at what Traore is doing to his people. He doesn't care about what the Western world is saying. He ended up their corruption and stealing from Burkina Faso, and the world is crying. And so many are following suit, only for our own. People who are supposed to know are behaving as if, in fact, the zoo, in a typical zoo setting, animals, you know, have senses more than human beings. That's what I've come to realize. Because you cannot tell me that you want your entire village to be killed because of power, because of your selfishness. Because at the end of the day, when they are all killed, who is going to spend the money you are acquiring? Who is going to live in the houses that they promise you in Dubai and the rest? You know, I don't know. I don't know. The PM sacrificed everything and all that he, just to see that millions of his brothers are saved. Millions of his sisters and families, you know, are okay. But what do we do? Just like Shakespeare, Brutus, you turn back to stab him behind. And you are laughing and enjoying the madness, because I see it as madness, stupidity in the highest order, foolishness that is beyond human reasoning. Somebody who had or have a good life, because he has a good life, left it to come and sacrifice for you and I, for millions out there. What do? You backstab him, plan to dismantle all structures that he put in place. If it was easy, you started your own, then go and energize and put in that same pressure to build your own. Why dismantling another person's own? Just like the same system they used for Wazirike, they went with all the commanders. You try to lure Butuzo and the rest, and they told you no. They stand on their promise and oath. Those are men with integrity. Those are men, you know, who are maybe still. Those are men that anytime they are worth celebrated. Not animals. Honestly, I don't know how we reason. We need to give the information, just like my sister said, you know, in her last speech. Give it whatever information, whatever audio, whatever video you have, send it to the people in charge. The communication men are there. Vam is there. Akparawa Soni is there, and so many others that you can forward the thing to, and they will do the needful. They may not see it immediately. Yes, you keep sending a reminder because they are also busy. If you know what they are going through also, because I can see that most times, like Sonny, most times it's not too often like before. But you know that his son we are working, is not just sitting idle, because we going from one meeting to the other, from here to there, to see that all things work. Yes. If he's not seeing it, it doesn't mean that he's ignoring you, or does not want to respond to you. You send a reminder. That is why communication, you know, is a two-way thing. You send reminders and forward again as many times as possible. Definitely they will see and then take action. That is my advice. God bless you all. Thank you.
Thank you, Wachineke. Thank you. Is Mazake, Professor Mazake, are you there? Mazake, are you there? Is my voice coming out, please? Is my voice coming out? Wow.
Yeah, the voice is coming out. It's
Ah,
coming
okay.
out.
Okay, thank you. Mazake is not there. All right. We need to round up because we've spent a good time here and the message is penetrating. So, I salute all your friends and everyone in the media. Those that listen to us later on, please act on the message that you have gotten because Biafra is for all of us and let us be steadfast. Our PM will appear in court again very soon. Today is what? Today is third. So can you all hear me? As far as those I answered, they can know that I answered them. I raised my case for those that I don't answer their messages. So, like I said, our PM will appear in court again very soon. So let's keep our fingers crossed and pray for him and pray for our leader in the zoo detention and also pray for our Biafra Defense Forces. And pray for the ministers of BRGIE, pray for APM for more strength, wisdom, and understanding, and pray for yourself as well because we have a long fight to fight against the enemies of Biafra. I salute all of you and see you all later in the day. Ndewo Omo Chineke from here. Thank you so much. Thank you.